Our entire lives revolve around more. We want to grow taller, get more friends, earn more, buy a shiny new gaming system, get stronger, get slimmer, get new outfits and clothes. I mean, you could keep listing examples almost indefinitely. And even when someone says they want less, the underlying goal is usually still to gain something. Losing weight isn't just about weighing less, it's about improving how you look, feeling better about yourself, or getting more attention. Wanting less hours of work isn't about doing nothing, it's about freeing time and energy to do more of what you actually want to do. So even less is often just more in disguise. And yet, ironically, the more things or goals we go after, the less we seem to get. Our time and energy is finite. There's an undeniable truth underneath all of this. Everyone is limited. You have an unknown but fixed number of years to live. There are only 24 hours a day. You need a minimum amount of sleep to just function at an acceptable level during the day, and none of this is negotiable. Even reality itself reflects this inherent constraint. The universe is theorized to have an endpoint itself, while our sun has a finite number of years left to burn. Limits aren't a personal failure, they're baked into existence itself. When your time and energy are limited, chasing too many things at once does not multiply progress, it destroys it. Maybe you're young, you need or have a job, yet you always want financial freedom. And on top of that, you expect to become exceptional at a demanding craft as a side hustle. Oh, and don't forget, you need to find a partner to share all this with, of course, or else what's the point? Together, these goals compete for the same pool of attention and effort. And then, there are the things that quietly waste what little energy remains. These energy leaks don't look immediately dangerous. They may often feel necessary or just seem like a fact of life. For example, you get home and check your phone before tackling your chore list. You tell yourself it's just a few minutes. But then, those minutes turn into an hour, and then the day's momentum dies a quiet death. Or maybe you say yes to social events you don't actually want to attend. Even though deep down you find them often meaningless, you say yes just to avoid the feeling of fleeting discomfort. So in a summary, we often spend energy we don't want to spend for outcomes we don't really value, want, or need. While none of this ruins your life in one dramatic moment, the steady fragmentation of your focus leaves you wondering how life became so underwhelming, expected, and heavy. When time and energy are limited, choice becomes unavoidable. If you haven't got that much space, you can't grow everything. If you want a few plants to grow properly, you don't just water them more, you have to pull out the roots of the others that are stealing their sunlight and hogging up all the nutrients from the shared soil. If your cupboard is overfilled with kitchenware, even something as simple as taking out a plate for a snack becomes an effort and a risk. There's only so much space in your life. Too much clutter turns even the most basic actions into friction. The same is true of your life. But cutting isn't enough on its own. You also have to cut the right things. Because prioritizing the wrong thing can often be much worse than not prioritizing at all. Because sometimes it's the glamour of a goal we want, not its actual reality. A highly respected job looks perfect on paper. High pay, high praise, high respect. However, it's only after you've lived in the fancy heavy suit for a while that you realize it demands a high cost that you never really understood until you had to pay the bill. Now, this raises an uncomfortable question. How do you prioritize if you don't actually know what you want until you get it? You can't think your way to the answer here. You have to observe and act. One approach is to ask yourself a simple question and then make a binary judgment call. By binary, this means a yes or no answer. Anytime you do something, ask yourself a simple question. Did you feel more or less alive after? Do this consistently and patterns start to emerge. Some things quietly drain you, while others will give you energy that you didn't expect. Just go out and try things. You have to do, because if you've never tested different paths, your choices aren't really choices at all. They're just assumptions you've made yourself or ones that others have given you. So, if your life feels crowded, heavy, or underwhelming, the solution may not be another goal or another habit, system, or thing to optimize. Most change does not begin with addition. It begins with removal and letting something go unfinished or unwatered. Don't see this as destruction. See it as choosing where your energy should naturally flow to. Because if everything matters, nothing does. And when your focus is everywhere, it's nowhere. So instead of asking what you should add next, ask a different question. What could you remove? Not to be less, but to finally let you find a meaningful and real solution.